If you're running into problems with your Vacua hydro aspirator, like no vacuum, low vacuum, reversing flow, or water leaks, continue watching, because in this video we will cover problem-solving strategies for the Vacua hydro aspirator. Much of the information in this video comes from our hydro aspirator testing and trouble guide, available on our website under the Vacua hydro aspirator documentation. If your aspirator produces no vacuum, first use the backflush handle to reverse the flow and clean out any residue from the vacuum chamber. If the backflush handle did not work, remove the aspirator from the faucet. First, remove the backflow preventer. It is extremely important that you do not stick anything inside the venturi. This will damage it, requiring replacement. Next, use a flathead screwdriver to remove the hose washer. Tip the aspirator upside down to remove the venturi. Inspect the chamber to make sure it is clean. Then, reassemble the aspirator. The venturi can be difficult to get inside the aspirator, so it may take you a few tries to get it properly seated. If cleaning out the chamber didn't restore vacuum, test the aspirator without the backflow preventer to determine it is not the cause of the problem. First, use the backflush handle to reverse the flow and clean out any residue from the vacuum chamber. If using the backflush handle did not increase your vacuum, check your water pressure. 60 psi is the recommended minimum for the Vacua hydro aspirator. If your water pressure is lower, your aspirator performance could be affected. If you have not watched our video on the initial testing procedures for the Vacua hydro aspirator, please do. The testing video explains the whole testing process and shows where you can get gauges like this for testing. If your water pressure wasn't the issue, check the seal around the inlet tube thread and slip hub. Apply hand cream, lotion, or petroleum jelly to these areas to block any air leaks. You can see that hand soap is being used here. You can use anything that has a bit of viscosity to it, just to make sure that you can clean it off easily. After applying soap, lotion, hand cream, or any other viscous material, test for vacuum production. The aspirator should pull anywhere between 15 and 27 inches of vacuum in Hg. If this solves the problem, apply a film of silicone sealant. This is what we use. You should be able to find something similar at most home improvement stores or online. If none of these solutions worked to increase your vacuum, test the aspirator without the backflow preventer to determine it is not the cause of the problem. If you have reversing flow, check the trocar or instrument for oversized inlet holes. 3/8 trocars with two 3/16 inch holes have been known to corrode and allow oversized material to enter the trocar and clog the hydro aspirator. This tends to occur in facilities with good water pressure, which creates greater vacuum. This high vacuum is not necessary for good aspiration. To correct, try reducing the water flow at the faucet, which will lower the vacuum. Standard aspirating only requires about 15 inches of vacuum in Hg. Your other option is to try an Instrument Design trocar. Manufactured out of stainless steel which won't chip, peel, or corrode, the Instrument Design trocar features 6 holes which are smaller and work as a filter to prevent large obstructions. If the aspirator is leaking out of the discharge end when the backflush handle is turned horizontal, this is normal. The backflush handle is not meant to be a complete shutoff. If water is leaking between the backflow preventer and the aspirator, unscrew the backflow preventer from the aspirator. Check to see if there is a black garden hose washer and ensure it is in good condition. If water is leaking between the backflow preventer and the water source, check for a black garden hose washer on the backflow preventer. If the small holes at the base of the backflow preventer are leaking, the backflow preventer must be replaced. If leaking is occurring on the sides of the reversing lever, the O-rings are damaged and need to be replaced. There is no need to remove the reversing valve for cleaning. Doing so will likely damage the O-rings upon reassembly.